Welcome back to the Sugar Candy YouTube channel. Today we are going to show you how we wrap our hard candies at Shhugar. We start with plastic tubing that we heat seal down the centre and cut in half. Then we stuff each individual tube with candies and then heat seal in between each one with our foot operated heat sealer. Today I'm wrapping fizzy cola hard candies. Individually wrapping candies is a fairly new process at Shhugar. I started doing this around 4 months ago because of the economic downturn that we have been experiencing in Alberta. I wanted people to be able to afford a treat for their families that didn't cost a lot of money and had flavours that everyone would like. In order to do this, I started individually wrapping the candies so that flavours could be mixed and matched in one box that is more affordable than buying a bag of each flavour. They also have a much longer shelf life now that they're individually wrapped and can be kept in a candy dish, or they can be in the bottom of your purse without getting all sticky, and they're just overall a lot more convenient. This is definitely a labour of love. This time lapse is of around 25 minutes of the approximate 5 hours when I'm fast. It takes to package one batch of candies that has over 1,000 individual pieces. But I really think it's worth it in the end. I know that some of you are just thinking, why don't I just buy a machine to do this? It would be so much easier. And I agree with that. When I started to do this, it was a good idea in my head. In practice, it's a lot of work. But I got a quote from somebody about an individual wrapping machine and it was going to cost me $40,000. And it wouldn't work on the different types of candies. So as the fizzies are bigger than the regular candies, they wouldn't work. If the candies weren't all cut to the exact same size, that wouldn't work either. So this is something that just has to be done by hand. But to be honest, I really don't mind doing it by hand. It's a very meditative experience, and it's a good way to end the day after a really busy day of making candy. Now that some of the candies are wrapped, I'm going to show you how we separate them. I take pinking shears and cut in between the heat sealed line, which makes the candies easy to tear open. Now you've seen the wrapping process. I've got to go and wrap the remaining 950 pieces that are in this batch. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.